Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we have a new mythic troop, Yohaulticetl. Yohaulticetl. I don't know. U-Haul to settle. U-Haul to settle. I don't know. It's a new mythic though, we're gonna get it, and we're gonna make a team for it. How long will it take? I don't know, we'll see. Will I have good luck? Will I have bad luck? We also have a vault event, treasure vault, gnomes everywhere, increased chances of treasure gnomes and more vault keys this weekend. And there was an update, a 9.0 update is going live next week, right? But the patch notes are out, so we'll read those probably first. So let me get a auto battle going, and I'll set up the stream, and then we'll start reading the patch notes. Then we'll get the new mythic, then we'll do the vault, right? So what is it this week? Forest of Thorns? Actually, no, because I've been playing my new account. I haven't been playing the main account too much. Been playing a lot of the new account. It just kind of is what it is right now. We'll get back to the main account, of course. I play the new account until a certain level, till it's no longer beginner information, and then I quit, and then I go back to my main account. So we're not giving up on the main account. It's just like taking a little play on Monday, I play on Friday. I do a little bit during the week, but mostly on the new account lately. But yeah, trials. Let's see if the auto battler can win this while I set up the stream, and then we'll read the patch notes. Auto battler. Auto play. Okay. Alright, watch that while I set her up. Update 9.0 patch notes, new mythic, Yohaulticetl team and opening and the vault. Gems of War Live 12/5/2025. Let's copy that. Let's paste it in. Let's make a thumbnail. Got that right there. Open. Okay, got the new mythic. We got the update. It's a live stream. It's Gems of War. No, I'm not AI. Got some tags. Should I put some more? How about Gems of War update? Gems of War patch notes. Gems of War new mythic. It's probably good enough. No. Live streams don't get seen either way, so it doesn't matter what tags I put. Gems of War is the game. Okay. No, cancel. Alright, let's go jump into the chat. See who's here. Are you behaving? Who's here early? Early bird gets the worm. Hit that like, turn in your ticket at the train, come on. Live chat. Trey running out there. Making sure it's not a goose egg. Checking on the train. We're still checking on it. We had the crazy chatathon, which we're still riding high on. We rode it hard, put it up wet. And we kind of just been giving it chicken noodle soup, checking on it recently, kind of not getting goose eggs. So we gotta get going eventually here. But, you know, still riding high on that chatathon. But tomorrow, it's been a week. So, but it was really great. Last month was awesome. Chatathon was great. So I have no complaints at the moment. But we are getting to the 5th of December here. Maybe we should get back on it eventually. But Trey, thank you for the 4. Appreciate it. Super awesome. I need some coffee, huh? But Sauna's here, Trey's here, Funky Town is here. Good morning. Classic's here, what up? And Yoke the Ham. Yoke the Ham. Yo, Classic, I wasn't like trying to talk down on Project Quarm if it sounded like that. Sometimes I just get going and, I don't know, I'm trying to make a video, like, you know what I mean? Trying to get some views. You know how it goes. I shouted you out and all that. Dr. Mops, what's going on? Pootling around? Sandra Dow, what's up? Okay, so that's everybody that's here so far. Hit that like, turn in your ticket. Don't be a freeloader. Don't be a hobo. Alright, I gotta do one more thing. Okay. Well, actually, let me copy this. Paste it up here in the description. Alright, let's read those patch notes, y'all. Got update 9.0 patch notes. You know, one thing I did read over it real quick before the stream, and it's mostly about the Underspire. So some of y'all are going to turn off the stream now. Not too many people get excited about the new Mythic anymore. It's an update, so it might excite some people about the update. The Vault event, you know, 3 things together might be a good stream today, but any one thing, if they're like if it's just the Vault or just the update or just the new Mythic, wouldn't be that exciting, but it's 3 things, so that's pretty cool. But I will tell you, the update is mostly Underspire, and I know a lot of y'all aren't doing it, but you can see where the game's going. You should probably be doing the Underspire. If you're not doing it, start doing it, because they've added even more stuff to it and more ways to get more stuff, so you might want to start doing it if you're not doing it. Like, try to get to the 7th boss every week. Do 1 boss a day. There's 7 bosses, 7 days. It's not that bad, actually. Alright, update 9.0 patch notes. We have returned to the Underspire and to add several new rooms for players to discover. We have also updated some Underspire menus to match the new UI style. It's called the Underspire expansion. The example above shows a defeated new treasure room, which has left a treasure chest awaiting collection. Alright, general. We have updated the following menus with the new UI style. Underspire main menu, Underspire shop, Deep Shrine. We have changed the Goblin Merchant card icon on the Underspire map to be teal instead of red, due to the introduction of trap rooms whose icons now have the red card icon. So if you're looking for the Merchant now, it's going to be teal, because the trap rooms are red. Trap rooms are a new room that they added. See if we can auto battle level 300. New rooms! Please note that all new rooms will start appearing in the Underspire after weekly reset to allow players time to update to 9.0. So that means there's nothing, if you do the Underspire right now, it's not changed, it's still the same. So it's coming out next week. New rooms! So there's trap rooms now. There's trap rooms. Trap rooms are a new type of battle encounter room that can appear in the Underspire. These new rooms consist of 4 enemy troops, including the new enemy trap troops. These new trap troops are not collectible. Trap rooms cannot appear next to each other along the path or at dead ends. Enemy trap troops each have a theme and all create a new heroic gem, the Trap Gem. The trap opponents include, we got Spike, which is bleed, we got Acid, which is poison, we got Boulder, which is stun, we got Mirror, which is reflect, we got Flamethrower, which is burning, we got Frozen, which is freeze, we got Dart, which is single target damage, we got Pit, which knocks troops to the back. Trap gems are colorless gems that when destroyed will do 1 of 5 effects. They will either stun all player troops, freeze all player troops, entangle all player troops, fairy fire all player troops, or create 3 doom skulls. The negative stats effects only affect the player's team, even if the player destroys the gem. Trap gems do not drop randomly in battles, they are only created by trap enemies and trap rooms. After defeating a trap room chest will appear for collection. These can contain items such as cursed runes, writs, chaos shards, ingots, and more. So we can get some more writs down there in the Underspire. And it says and more, so I don't know what and more is, but I think they would put the best things, so it might not be anything too good. But writs, they got some writs there. Which writs turn to deeds, deeds turn to books, kingdom level, and power. Especially kingdom level. Other rooms. In addition to the new trap rooms, we've added 6 new types of rooms that players may encounter. Treasure room. Find and defeat a treasure room for the chance to be rewarded items such as random book of deeds or shiny dust. Treasure rooms can appear anywhere in the Underspire. You see what I mean? You need to start playing the Underspire. It's already got, you can gold elite 1 mythic a week, which is for your kingdom power, right? It's got other stuff like epic vault keys, dragonite, writs, vault keys, other orbs. And now it's going to have writs, books of deeds, shiny dust. Up to 20 treasure rooms can be found in each Underspire. Alright, so there's also an Oracle Room. Discovering an Oracle Room at a dead end will reveal a random 3x3 location somewhere within the Underspire map, showing the rooms or passages in that space. This area is viewable only and cannot be interacted with, intended to just reveal a section of the map you have yet to discover. Oracle Rooms can only appear in a dead-end room in Underspire. Up to 2 Oracle Rooms may be found within each Underspire. So that would be good for, like, finding the dragon, probably literally only. I mean, it could reveal, like, treasure or sentinel, you know? But mostly for finding the dragon, maybe. Like, we know where the next room is, like, the next, we know where the door is, you just go highest level. But to find anything else, like, that might be cool. The Oracle Room or whatever could reveal something that you want, and then you'll go towards it. Trinket Room. Finding a Trinket Room will reward the player with 2 to 5 random trinkets. The Trinket Room can appear anywhere in the Underspire. Up to 3 Trinket Rooms may be found in each Underspire. So at first I thought maybe that was like, oh, that's a nothing burger, I don't really care about Trinket Rooms. But I think it doesn't use a sigil. Like, I think you just click on it, you get trinkets, and you keep moving. It's almost like, I don't know. We'll see, though. I think they mention further ahead, like, which ones use sigils and which ones don't. Or, I mean, torches. Up to 3 Trinket Rooms may be found in each Underspire. Alright, we got a Cursed Mine Room. Interact with this room to earn between 10 to 20 cursed runes. Cursed mines can appear anywhere in the Underspire. No more than 1 cursed mine may be found in each Underspire. It's another, like, kind of a nothing burger, but if it's free, you just click it, you get them. That'd be good for, like, my new account. Powder Room. Interact with this room to earn either between 2 to 4 torches, or if the player is lucky, a lantern. Powder rooms can appear anywhere in the Underspire. No more than 1 powder room may be found in each Underspire. Secret Passage. This one sounds cool. Hey, I got a verse. Alright, this is the final fight, right? So let's see if the auto battler's just crushing it in Forest of Thorns. It's crushing it in Forest of Thorns, y'all. See if it can beat the hardest one. Alright, you guys watch. Let me know if it wins. Secret Passage Room. Interact with this room to open a secret door to a new location in the Underspire, which is unlocked and ready for battle. Secret passages can only appear in dead-end rooms. No more than 1 pair of secret rooms may be found in each Underspire. All the new rooms, except the treasure room, do not have a battle in them, and so do not use a torch to explore. So you just click on them, you get it. So, except for the treasure room. So if you click on the powder room, you get torches or a lantern. If you click on the secret passage, it warps you somewhere else in the place. If you click on the oracle one, it shows you, fog of war type of thing. It reveals a little bit of the Underspire. Now you know what's in that area. If you click on the cursed rune one, you get cursed runes. If you click on trinket room, you get trinkets. Right? You don't have to do any fights. You don't have to use a torch. Except for in the treasure room, because you're doing a fight to get the treasure. So it uses a torch. Things to note. Of the new rooms, only trap rooms and the new treasure rooms consume lanterns torches. Not all new rooms are guaranteed to appear or up to their maximum number. For example, there may be anywhere from 0 to 20 treasure rooms and 0 powder rooms. These new rooms will not replace treasure guardians. They occur in addition to the treasure guardians. I.e., you will still get the same amount of treasure guardians as you did previously. The Underspire is being generated in the same manner as previously. It will not be any larger than the previous Underspires. The new rooms will be simply replacing regular rooms that would have been encountered while exploring. We understand that Underspires are large, and we do not want to make the event any bigger than it already is. It's really not that bad, actually. You just do 1 dragon a day. But, yeah, I guess if you gotta do it all week, it's kind of big. Lanterns, only double rewards given from the victory screen, and not any rewards given in treasure chests. So still want to use them on the dragons. Final notes. Underspire Treasure Guardian troops. This is feedback. I Jetto, have been sharing from the community to the team around players' experiences with trying to collect these troops, the Sentinels. There are no changes coming in 9.0, but the team has shared that they are looking into introducing the Underspire Sentinel troops into the Soulforge in some way. So yeah, if you don't have all the Sentinels, it sounds like they're going to put them in the Soulforge eventually, so maybe don't pull out your hair trying to get all the Sentinels in the Underspire, but now there's all these other good things in the Underspire, so you might as well. Tarot troops. In future, the team are also investigating an additional new room based on the Tarot troops. Whether that is somewhere that can be earned or purchased has not been established, as it is just the beginning of an idea currently. So they're talking about maybe giving you another way to get Tarot troops instead of just like vault keys. Achievements. It's a trap. Defeat 10 trap rooms in the Underspire. Drums in the Deep. Find 5 cursed mines in the Underspire. Double the powder. Find 5 powder rooms in the Underspire. That might take multiple weeks. Because you might only get like 1 powder room. It could take 5 weeks. It could take 2-3 weeks. It could take, I don't know. Might take a little while to do those achievements. General. We have a new heroic gem for a future campaign. This will not appear till that campaign is live. We have made some improvements to how the upgradable filter works in the troop collection menu. It sorts troops better based on the types of upgrades they have available. We have changed the level troop tutorial to upgrade Prisoner Luther instead of Priestess. I read that. Do they not watch my stream? I swear, they must be sneaky watching it. Because when we did our new account playthrough, I'm like, why are they leveling Priestess? Like, I'm not using that card, you know? I leveled it once, like they made me level it once, and I just threw her in the trash after that. So, they have changed the level troop tutorial to upgrade Prisoner Luther instead of the Priestess. How come that always happens? They always do something that, like, references my new account playthrough almost. The guild activity button on the guild overview menu will now get a exclamation point icon when there is a new activity to view. Bug fixes. Players are unable to set up their guild war defenses when using a controller. The max upgrade option available was not behaving correctly if the troop only had a single trait upgrade available with trait stones. The Ascend All button is still missing and currently aiming for 9.2 at the earliest. We'll update the known issues article. We have confirmed update. Troop upgrade filter listed troops inconsistently. Rewarded ads button was not appearing on mobile. Rewarded ads were not always running correctly. New players could experience a soft lock in-game by reaching the world map if they switch between inputs. You know, if you switch between controller and keyboard, blah blah blah. During early tutorials. Guild ranks for a guild member's promotion-demotion were failing to display in the promotion-demotion confirmation pop-ups. PvP global leaderboard rewards were not being mailed out at weekly reset for some players. Text was not always appearing correctly in conversations for Russian and simplified Chinese. Profanity filter for guild names and guild ranks to be consistent with global chat. Alright, I'm going to jump over to the chat, see what y'all are saying about it. Good morning, Yoke, Sandra, Dr. Mops. Trey says, not we wait for Quarm to build a coalition to counter. It does add a fun little something to the server, though, to be honest. Yeah. That was cool. I want to hear some more news about that situation. I'm going to keep watching, see if Classic gives an update. He says, I didn't take it like you were talking down at all. I think you were fair and accurate with the opinions. I just feel like a Quarm ambassador sometimes. Yeah, I'm like the P99 ambassador. You're the Quarm ambassador. You know, we're allies. Sometimes we meet with Putin, a.k.a. THJ. No, I'm just playing. He's out of here. Trey says, watch both of your guys' vids on it. Curious where this goes. Got to keep us updated, Classic. Yeah, because it ain't going to be me. But I'll watch your video. Tyrion says they really push an Underspire. Changes seem decent, but don't feel as game-breaking as the boss fights are. The Sentinel rooms are even lesser rewards, in my opinion. You already have them all? Okay, yeah. Yeah, the Underspire, like, the 9.0 update. normally when we have like a 9.0, it's usually something gigantic. Like a whole new game mode or a whole new area or a whole new like way to upgrade troops or something crazy like that. This does not seem like a 9.0 or an 8.0 or a 7.0 or a 6.0 to me. It seems like they tickled the Underspire a little bit. They upgraded the Underspire a little bit. They reworked the Underspire a little bit. You know, it's getting more like the way I thought it was going to be originally, you know, like choose your own adventure, blah, blah, blah. They're putting traps in there, and they got like, you know, you could get your whole team could get fairy fired by a trap, and there's like secret passages, and like I'm not complaining. I just feel like a .0 update should be bigger and add like a whole new game mode or a whole new something. Not just be like a little tickle to their nipples of the Underspire, you know? But it is what it is. They're going to say, you know, we said we weren't going to do as many big updates because you guys want more frequent updates and blah, blah, blah. No, we just... Okay, so if it's a 9.0, do something major. And if it's not a .0, just do your little fixes and do your little stuff. You have plenty of, like, things in between. Like an 8.0 and a 9. Maybe even, like, the .5s. Like, make bigger updates. So if it's a 7.0, make it a big update. 7.5, big update. 8.0, big update. 8.5, big update. 9.0, big update. Then all the ones in between, you could do your little fixes and little tickles and little reworks. But they're just like tickling every single time now instead of doing a big one. She's like kind of lazy. Sana says nobody has everything like you, Tyrion. Yeah. He's missing a few troops, he says. By choice. He earns enough gold marks to buy the PvP mythics, but none are worth giving up 25 books for, so I wait for now. But in a year or two, I may be buying all the new ones since I have all... Yeah, if you have all the kingdoms, why not? Tyrion says 1, maybe 2 big updates a year and a few mini ones would be preferable. But at this point, what big updates can they do? Overworld? A complete rehaul of the treasure hunt? Make it something worth doing? Could rework the arena? Like, reworking that wasn't really, you know, all they did was add a couple of rooms to the Underspire. They didn't, like, it's not even really a rework. You know what I mean? It's like they just added a couple of rooms. They changed, like, it's the same exact thing. They just, like, plopped in some different fights and added some more rewards. Like, more worth doing now, I guess. You know, like, imagine that being that dev and, like, doing that to the Underspire. It probably didn't take that long to, like, do that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it did, but they didn't change it that much. They just kind of added stuff to it. Like, they already have it there. It's not like they made a whole new game mode. There's a game mode there, and they just plopped in a couple of little new things. Which with the treasure hunt, I want them to like completely like they could do that with treasure hunt. People be more excited than doing it with Underspire, because treasure hunt right now is totally worthless. And then you would make it worth doing. Underspire is worth doing already, and they're just making it a little bit better. So I feel like it's a little bit different if they would rework the treasure hunt than if they would rework the Underspire. Because everybody should already be doing Underspire, but nobody should be doing treasure hunt. So if they rework the treasure hunt to make it to where you should be doing it, then that would be a major update. They got arena in the game, and nobody's playing it right now. If they would mess with that and make it worth doing, then now that's a whole new... That's almost like adding a whole new game mode, because it's something we're not doing right now. It's in the game, but nobody's doing it. So if they fixed it and made it worth doing, it's almost like adding a whole new game mode. So treasure hunt, arena, if they would mess with both of those and fix them and make them worth doing, it's almost like a cheap way of adding a whole new thing to the game. Or they could put an overworld, like instead of underworld, it's overworld, and it's like new factions for every kingdom. That could be another thing they could do. They could add a whole new kingdom on the map. I could think of plenty of things they could do. You know, I mean, it'd be hard to think of more than like 5 major things they could do, but there's definitely a few they could do that's better than this. Like, what about the 10.0 update? What are they going to do for that? Are they going to add a fight to the dungeon and say that's a major update? They're going to add something to the dungeon, like one little thing here and there. That's kind of what they did to the Underspire. They added... It's a little more than that, but I don't know. It's definitely way worth doing now. Like, if you weren't doing the Underspire before, you should probably be doing it now. Like, that should convince you There's books in there. There's writs in there. Like, they added a bunch of stuff. Get more lanterns, probably. There's... You know what I mean? Let's, like, I'm going to reskim it real fast. I'm going to be done with the update. So, there's trap rooms now. But the trap room has a trap chest. So if you beat the trap room, you get cursed runes, writs, chaos shards, ingots. So in there, the one is writs. The one I would want is writs. Then there's treasure rooms. Treasure rooms. There's books in there. Book of Deeds. Treasure room. Up to 20 treasure rooms may be found in each Underspire. That's like in addition. They didn't add any fights. They took away fights, honestly. So some of the... Okay, so let's say... Okay, so in a good Underspire, you do like 100 fights, right? You use 100 torches. So now they're adding... They added so many new things that don't use torches that aren't fights. Like if you hit a... if you hit a Oracle room. If you hit a Trinket room. If you hit a Cursed whatever room. A Cursed Mine. If you hit a Powder room. If you hit a Secret Passage. If you hit any of those, it's like a free fight. You don't have to do any fights, you just click on it. They just made the Underspire faster and better. So it's... You're a bonehead if you're not doing the Underspire now. It's even faster, even better. There's more loot and less fights. Literally. That should be the TLDR for the Underspire, like the update. Underspire is now more loot and less fights. Okay. So, anyway, that's the update. It's all Underspire, really. What's Arena and what's Treasure Hunt? New Kingdom, yep. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to make the Underspire more like it, the way they teased it. Because they teased it like a choose-your-own-adventure, like... If I go this way, you know, this happens. And if I go that way, this happens. And yeah, they teased it like it was some choose-your-own-adventure mode that sounded really fun. Yeah, I would start doing it now, Sana, because it's easier and with more loot now. Because some of the fights aren't gonna be fights anymore, and you don't have to use as many torches either. They're gonna give you more torches, and you use less torches, and there's less fights and more treasure. Like, that's how Underspire is now. Cause like, here, let's look at it. I can't really show. I haven't done very much here, so I just did my video. But yeah, I can't really show much. But you know what I mean. Like, you know how I did a fight right here? Well, that could be a trinket room now, and you just click on it, you don't use a torch, and there's no fight. Or it could be a powder room, you just click on it, you get torches or a lantern, there's no fight. You just click on it, you get something, that's it. Or it could be a cursed mine or whatever, you click on it, you get cursed runes, that's it, there's no fight. You know what I mean? And these are going to be teal from now on. Can't really show too much because I haven't done very much of it, but instead of red, that's going to be teal. Like, this could have been a trinket room where I just click on it, no fight. This could have been a powder room where I just click on it, get torches or lanterns. You know, imagine this was a dead end. That could be a secret passage. You just click on it, go somewhere else in the Underspire. It could be an oracle room. You click on it, it shows you something deeper in the Underspire. It could be a treasure room, which would be a fight, but it's just more treasure in that one fight. It could be a trap room, which would be a fight that costs a torch, but it just adds more treasure to that fight, really. So all they've done is made less fights and more treasure, pretty much, to the Underspire. TLDR, less fights, more treasure. Faster Underspire, more treasure, less fights. It's well worth it, yeah. Best money spends in the game are now Kingdoms and Kingdom reworks, yet those are all in the back burner. It's just weird. Yeah, I feel you, Sana. Like, we know you got a lot going on. I would just, if you can, try to do one dragon a day. Like I had Trey doing it for a while. He was doing 1 dragon a day, and you know, it was already worth it before they added all this stuff. So now it's even more worth it, and you'll get it done quicker. Like even if you just go to like the 2nd boss or the 4th boss, like try to start doing a little bit at the like before you get off for the day. Just do a couple of fights or something. Just keep on, you know, like it's kind of like doing push-ups. You do 1 push-up a day, then you do 2, then you do 3. Then start out like slow and like just do a few fights, and then the next day do a few fights before you get off for the day, and like work your way to doing the whole thing. But and my advice is everybody should be doing the entire Underspire from now on if you can. 1 dragon a day, 7 dragons, 7 days. Unless you're a super beginner. Like my new account's not going to be doing it yet, but if you're past like level 500, you should probably be doing the Underspire. If you have everything open and all that. Alright, new Mythic is the next thing. Let's go look at it. See what we can get. What's it called? I know what it's called, but let's go check it out. Yohaulticetl. Just saying it like that because I can. Yeah, so I say it the same way every time. Yohaulticetl. Yeah, push-ups is always my example, sorry. I'm slacking, though. I haven't been doing mine, so don't think I'm out here doing 50 push-ups a day or something. I'm being slacking big time. Alright, Yohaulticetl, 24, yellow, purple, brown, Suncrest, Mystic Beast. Deal scatter damage boosted by purple gems. If there is a storm, create 4 yellow gems and convert all yellow gems to purple. Kind of like it. It's kind of good. It's kind of like a Void Dragon. I don't know that it's like a top 20 or anything like that, right? Like, I'm talking about it on paper first before I use it, so take it with a grain of salt. But, you know, it could loop back into itself. It could get an extra turn. You could cast it again. It could be loopy. Its traits aren't crazy. It does have a Dark Storm at the start of the fight. That's good. Spell block. The 3rd trait's nothing crazy. But yeah, it's kind of like a Void Dragon, which Void Dragon is pretty good, and it's like in the conversation for one of the best dragons, but this is not a dragon, by the way. It's a Mystic Beast. You know, it reminds me of Void Dragon mostly, but let's go see if we can get it, and then we'll try to make a team with it. Maybe we'll put it with Void Dragon. I don't know. I think Doom Shovel is like the purple Doom Shovel comes to mind. Void Dragon comes to mind. First things that come to mind when I look at that. Because you probably, if you're going to use it, you're probably going to want to like try to loop. You're going to want to hit everything, get it right back up, cast it again before the enemy even takes a turn, get it back up, cast it again. Like, it's not going to be better than Chrysantherax or Stellarix or anything like that, but it could be similar to like the Void Dragon. What I'm thinking, which we know the Void Dragon's pretty good. It's like an A tier mythic, so this might be as good as like an A tier mythic. It's just not S tier on paper to me. If it had a better 3rd trait, it might get up there even higher, but it doesn't. So it's up to you with this one. Are you going to go for it or not? Like, depends how patient you are. Are you saving very specifically for certain things, or you know, depends where you're at in the game for this one. It wouldn't be horrible to go for, but you could also be super patient and wait for something amazing like a Takshaka or an Ironhawk to come. Because that's happened in the past. We all know in the past. Ironhawk was a new mythic at a certain point. Takshaka was a new mythic at a certain point. Pharaoh Khafre was a new mythic at a certain point. So, you know, and you're going to need 3 of them. You needed, when Ironhawk came in, you needed to get 3 of them. So you needed a lot of keys. So it's like up to you. Are you going to save up? Keep saving in case something crazy comes in like Ironhawk or Takshaka or something like that? Or are you going to go for this one because it's like an A tier and not a bad move? It's not a bad move, it's just not a no-brainer either. But for me, it's a no-brainer because I have everything and I have enough keys and I always get the new mythic. So let's make sure people are getting it. Right here, Yohaulticetl. People are getting it, so we can go try for it. Alright, I'm gonna go with glory keys first because they give me gems. I need gems. But the best way to get it, of course, would be gem chests or guild chests. Guild chests is number 1 because it's the highest percentage. If you're on level 6. Remember to make sure you're on level 6. It says it right on it. Guild chest level 6. So you have to be in a good guild that's getting 40,000 out of 40,000 seals to make sure you have the best chance of getting this thing. 0.11%. Next best would be gem chests. It's a 0.1. And then the worst chance is glory keys, but you also get gems. You won't get gems out of the guild chests. You won't get gems out of the gem chests. So if you're an in-game player and you're patient, you might want to do glory chests first if you need gems. If you don't need gems, just go straight to the guild chests. I need gems though, so I'm going to try these. Which might take a while, but I don't really care because I'm getting gems. Wow, jeez Louise, I've been getting so lucky. I think the last new mythic we got, like, took us like 4 guild seal chests or something. I think I did use up some glory first, right? But, yeah, I've been getting really lucky. But we got one. Is it one that you would get 2 of? I don't know, because if you cast it, you know, you're getting rid of all the yellow on the board, turning it all to purple. So every time you cast it, it's kind of like less likely to loop. So I don't know if you need multiples. If you got 1 on your team, if you got Void Dragon, I don't know. We'll see. Let's make a team first, and then we'll see if it's worth it to get multiples. Most likely, for most people, it's not worth it. It's almost never worth it to get multiples unless it's like Ironhawk or Takshaka or Boompile, Caffrey, Eye of Argus. But that's... I know I just mentioned a bunch, but that's literally it, though, out of all the mythics. So most of the time, it's not worth it to get more than 1. And even if it's like kind of worth it, you might as well just wait, get it with other stuff instead of like, I don't know, use your diamonds or use your event. I don't know. But most of the time, it's not worth getting more than 1. Like, that's just literally true. If we did all 12 new mythics and we said which ones were worth getting more than 1 of, you know, in a year, it's usually only like 2 or 3 of them, not you know, the majority of them you do not need to get more than 1. Alright, so to make a team, I can't get rid of these yet because I still might make a video. I did make a video out of the rare list, but I didn't put it out. I kind of put it out to members. But, okay, we can go here. This is nothing. This is nothing. So let's get rid of everything. Let's clear filter. Let's go upgradable. Should be up here somewhere. There it is. Alright, let's upgrade it. Wish it had a better third trait, like, I don't know, does something on 4 or 5 gym match. That'd be great. Because it's doing 4 or 5 gym matches. Imagine if it did something on 4 or 5 gym match. That'd be cool. Alright, so it's level 20. It's fully traded. Throw it over there. Alright, so how would it work with, like, Void Dragon or the Doom Shovel? Let's go grab the shovel. Could even do the yellow shovel. You could throw yellow up on the board, then turn it all to purple. If you don't have the purple shovel, but I think the purple shovel's probably a better way to go. So we're trying to, most likely we're trying to loop, and the best way of doing that, I think, would be the Doom Shovel, the purple one. Which I should probably just do purple here. And then go to D. There it is, Doomed Vulge. Put that ahead of it. Got a Mystic Beast. So we want our whole team to be purple now. We're using the shovel, so we're gonna do, okay, we got purple selected. Alright, what's the Void Dragon looking like? Like, is it different colors at least? We got blue, we got purple, we got brown. So it shares like 2 colors with it. I don't know that we need... Okay, this does damage to all enemies, boosted by blue and purple gems. Create 9 to 13 purple gems. We could just try it. We could try it. This is gonna do the Dark Storm. Now we don't need, what's-her-face. So let's do just Leprechaun, I guess. A to Z. Go to L. Alright, so our whole team's purple. Everything's putting purple on the board. Except for Leprechaun, but Leprechaun's just there to get up everybody else. I think we go with, maybe Thief. It's usually what I do when I'm trying to loop on purple. It's Thief. Because it is a 50% start, and then it has a purple storm. But we don't really need... Like, the dragon's gonna do that, too. We don't really need it. We could do Archmagus. I think Archmagus. Let's do Archmagus. We already got the freaking storm with Yohaulticetl. So we'll go Archmagus. Now we gain 2 bonus purple mana when matching purple gems. Got a 50% start. We gain bonus purple mana from purple gem matches. Mystics are gaining 2 magic and life when an enemy dies, I guess. Alright, then banner. Let's go purple. First show. All this new stuff in Gems of War, and there's only 14 people watching right now. Can you believe it? That's how dead this game is. It's slowly dying. Somebody was saying, like, you think this game will be around in December 2026. What do you guys think? Let's make a poll. Ooh, there's a new Soulforge. Thank you. Start a poll. Let's do 2027. I think that's more interesting because I think it'll still be around in December 2026. But I was saying, somebody asked that on the forum. They're like, "Do you think Gems of War is still going to be around in December of 2026?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of like it's doing this slow, dramatic death right now. So I think it's going to still be around like a year from now." But I think, what about 2027? Think about 2 years from now. You think it's still going to be here? Will Gems of War die before December 2027? And it's just a yes, no. Yes, no. So, the poll is going to be, will Gems of War die before December 2027? So if you put yes, you think it's going to die before then. If you put no, you think it'll still be around after December 2027. Now, I'm wishing on my own downfall here. Like, if Gems of War dies, then the channel dies, pretty much. So I'm not wishing it or anything. I'm just curious what y'all think. You think it's going to make it 2 more years? You think we're still going to be here, like, December 2027? Vote on the poll. Alright, so purple. We got Vault right now, a update, and a new Mythic. You think there would be like 34 people here at least, not... You know what I mean? It's like, holy cow. Okay, purple. And then... brown. Purple, brown. We can minus red. We got purple, yellow, brown, blue, green. Yeah, minus red. So purple, brown, minus red, if that's a thing. They need to add more banners. Like, there should be way more options by now. They need to find a way to add more banners. I don't know if they need to just do more warband shop stuff, or... It's just, like, feels like a thing that they should have done already. Like, they should have added an overworld in every 38 new overworld places that have their own banner. And that's probably how many more banners we need, like almost 40. Because I'll pick 2 colors all the time and X out another color, and it's just not there. So this happens quite frequently where I would like to have a purple, brown minus red, and it doesn't exist. So they need to find a way to either add a game mode or add new locations that have banners, or just add more Warband Shop banners or something, because this happens all the time where I just don't have an option. So now we got to go like this. Purple, green, purple, yellow, I guess is the next best thing. I mean, we could do brown, purple, maybe? If that's a thing, I guess that might be okay. Nah, there is no such thing. There's not even brown, purple, minus yellow. So there's not purple, brown, minus red. I don't know why I was saying yellow. There's not purple, brown, minus red, and there's not brown, purple, minus red. There's neither one of them. So that's kind of weird. I think they would have added some more by now. We'll do a unicorn banner, I guess. We're adding +2 to purple, which I don't know if we need that much additional purple. I just always go all in, because you can't hurt, really. I mean, it could hurt, I guess. You could min-max. I don't know if I'm, like, overdoing it or not. I always just overdo it, so, but whatever. So double purple, add a little bit of yellow, and then minus red, because we have no red on the team. We have purple on every troop, and we got yellow on the Yohaulticetl. Which now I'm thinking, do we put Void Dragon ahead of this, or do we... I think this one's more controllable, like more board control than the Void Dragon. Void Dragon, you're hoping it loops. This thing, you could actually make sure it loops. You only cast it when yellow's gonna make, turn to purple and get an extra turn type of stuff. Alright, so that's the team. If you want to try it, let's go run it somewhere. Let's go in a purple kingdom, which I think Golvania's a purple kingdom, but if we go to a purple kingdom, it'll work even better, because our Doom Shovel wants purple enemies. So if we go to our trait stones, we click on purple. I think it's Karakoth. Is it Karakoth? What is it? Silverglade? Karakoth. My first guess. Probably be the best location. It's not the key team. This is the Yohaulticetl team. Uh-oh, I'm losing my connection. I hope it doesn't crash. Great. What happened? Sometimes this doesn't crash us. Like, it's very surprising that it didn't crash last time this happened. I'm just gonna wait a minute here, and then I'll hit OK, I guess. You guys see this crap? Like, this doesn't happen very often on PS5, and last time it did happen, like, we didn't lose the stream, I don't think. If I lose the stream right now, I'm probably gonna start it back up, because we haven't used the team yet, we haven't done the vault yet. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Are we still here? Looks good. Yeah, that's cool. We haven't been crashing lately. Used to be that would take us all the way out anytime the game crashed. It's good. That's good. Tyrion says last banner added was New Kingdom banner 2 years ago. It's been 2 to 4 years since the War Coin banners have had a new one. Yeah, Vault Weekend. And a new Mythic and a new update. The patch notes came out yesterday, I think. I'm not even that far behind on it. Alright, let's try that again, I guess. Karakoth. Explore 12. Okay, whatever. Alright, so here's our team with the new Mythic. I don't think this is like super creative, it's just like the no-brainer. Any extra turns? Nope. Alright, so now if you have yellow to purple and it gives you an extra turn, you cast this. So we do right here. And it's higher than that brown, so I'm going to go ahead and do it, I think. And it's right back up. And now it might be a good time to cast Void Dragon. Because this is going to do 9 to 13 purple. This is only going to do pretty much 4 purple right now. Or actually, it's going to do 6 purple. So we want to do Void Dragon right now. Or this. So this is going to do... This is going to do like 14 purple. Ooh, the shovel might be better. If I take this brown away, it's going to get rid of some purple. No, I think I'm going to do the shovel, actually. We'll see if we can keep looping here. Alright, looking at the yellow, still not enough. I think we just keep shoveling. Alright, we got the yellow, so this is a 100% chance to get an extra turn. Okay, looking at the yellow, no. I think we just keep shoveling. Do we even need this? I don't know if we even need the Void Dragon. We might be able to do like another mana generator or something. Look, we got it again. It's kind of tickling them. It's not like a lot of damage, but it keeps the loop going. Got it again. Ooh, when it's killing the last thing, that's pretty good. When there's 4 enemies, it's kind of just tickling them. But when there's only 1 enemy left, which in conjunction with the shovel, that's pretty good. Like, I don't even know if we need that Void Dragon. We might want to do like you know how we just like didn't even use the Void Dragon there? Like, go away, dummy. I didn't mean to choose that. All right, let's do this team a few times and like just see if we even cast this at all. We are gaining 2 magic when matching purple. It's like not really doing anything for us. I mean, it could maybe be a finisher. You gotta see, like, is it gonna ever do anything? Happy Vault Weekend, Jets. Any extra turns? Blue. Got a purple storm you see at the bottom. Got a red. But we got yellow. Alright, we'll do leprechaun. Alright, we got it. The enemy has had 0 turns so far. Ready? See if we can keep that up. Okay, looking at the yellow, don't see anything. Let's do this, right? I think that's better, isn't it? Aren't we getting 14? I mean, even if it's 12. This is 9 to 13. If I could pick 12, I'd pick 12 every time. So I'm going to do the shovel. Extra turn. Shovel. Extra turn. Now there's less enemies, but still doing 12. Extra turn. We gotta keep peeping these yellows. Alright, now we cast the U-Haul. It's pretty good, man. I mean, it's pretty good. If you need like an all-purple team and you're fighting purple enemies, like... Enemy got 0 turns there. But once again, we did not cast the Void Dragon one time. We might have to come up with something else for that 3rd slot. We could put like, had to be something purple. To be something purple there. What about Miss Mother? Miss Mother could be good. Is Miss Mother purple? Miss Mother, maybe Stellarix. Trying to think of what would be good there. This Void Dragon's kind of just overkill. We're not even using it. Doesn't even have good traits that are helping or anything like that, so. Right now it's just being a purple troop for this team. Alright, let's see if they get another turn at all here. Don't have the yellow conversion. This is like always better, right? 14 now. If you want to keep looping, the shovel's better than the Void Dragon. If you have the yellow conversion, the U-Haul's better. But the Void Dragon seems like it's never better. If you're trying to keep your loop going. If you're trying to kill the enemy, maybe. This does like 100 damage to all enemies. 106. Alright, we got the U-Haul. This is doing 82. So maybe once we knock him into range, we could do the Void Dragon, maybe. Let's get rid of this blue. Get rid of colors that you... Except for purple. Don't get rid of purple. We got the U-Haul. And they're pretty much dead. Give Void Dragon something to do. Alright, so let's look at other purple troops, you know? Could either try to get the team up a little quicker, or we could add like a third trait to the team. Like, we don't need any more damage, really. Like, the shovel and the U-Haul are doing the damage. The shovel and the U-Haul are really doing the looping by themselves. So, like, we really just need a good third trait that goes off when we get a 4 or 5 gym match, I think. Let's look for something like that. Something that's purple, that has a good third trait, that'll go off on 4 or 5 gym match, right? So... I was thinking Mist Mother, if that's here. You got Phoenix, which could bless and enchant. I mean, maybe. I think Mist Mother's the one. I mean, you're gonna Fairy Fire all enemies, matching 4 or more gems, and then like you're just doing more damage. It's gotta be it, right? It's still using a different color. It's using blue. You could do a little Cafru for extra mana generation, maybe. You could do Stellarix if you just... I just don't think you'll need it. You could finish stuff off, though, if you fill it, cast it, finish stuff off. Could do Possess King, that'd be cool. Be extra mana generation. I think I got the best option here. I'm just trying to give you other options if you don't have Mist Mother. So if you don't have Mist Mother, you could try Possess King, maybe Stellarix, all the ones I just said. Ferrocafru, Phoenix. It has to be purple, and it has to have a good third trait, because it's not going to do anything otherwise. Cool thing about Mist Mother is it does damage too, so if we somehow get into a situation where the shovel and the U-Haul's not up, but Mist Mother is, we could still cast it. And maybe get an extra turn because it does the wild card thing. So I think this is the team. Alright, but we... Okay, I think we can still use the same banner. Like, the banner just got even better. Because we added another yellow troop. Right? Where the hell is it? Got purple, yellow, minus red, which just got even better. I think we just made the team all around better by taking off Void Dragon, putting on Mist Mother. We got Doomed Volge, Yohaulticetl, Mist Mother, Leprechaun. Archmagus, double purple, yellow, minus red. Let's go try it. Cafru is a good idea if you need more mana generation. Void Dragon might boost magic, but wouldn't Mist Mother be better to Fairy Fire all enemies? Alright, we gotta get going. We gotta get going. Alright, see how they're all Fairy Fired? Now, everything's gonna hit harder. Anything we do now hits harder. So... the shovel. I'm looking for the U-Haul, but I don't see it. I mean, it could still happen. It's kind of like Shagra or Lord of Slaughter. It puts more yellow on the board, then it turns it to purple, but I want it to be 100%. I want to keep looping, for sure. And they're already dead? That's sick. Up, they got a turn. U-Haul. U-Haul, probably. That was faster. They did get a turn, though. The first time the enemy got a turn, I think, but they also died quicker. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's see how quickly we can win this fight here. Okay, we got our shovel. Got an extra turn. Gotta make sure there's no like weird colors you can take off the board, like with an extra turn. Bang. Okay, we look at the yellow. We got it. They're all Fairy Fired. We look at the yellow, we don't have it. Okay, we got an extra, we got the yellow. And we just 107. That time was quicker and they didn't get a turn. Get the Mythic Boss. This will be probably the last fight. I think this is going to be my team right here. Extra turn, right? Get rid of that. Got the shovel. We could try it. Got it. Keep it going. Got it. Look at the yellow. Yes. Look at the yellow. No. Let's do this. Yellow, yes. Dead. No turns and dead. Fast. Not super fast. Like, Chrysanthrax still better. Stellar's still better. But this is kind of cool with, like, purple enemies, at least. Ooh, we got a Mimic. What if I get it? I always say that and I never get it. Be cool though on stream to eventually get it. On stream, like recorded. Cool to get the Mimic on stream. That's literally why I don't have it yet, guys. Cause like I'm trying to get it on stream. So just making it like super harder on myself. You know what I mean? It's just like that's the only reason I don't have it yet, because I'm like trying to get it on stream. It's just like so much harder. Stupid old Soul Gnome is purple, so that I was about to say messing us up a little bit, but do we have the yellow to purple? Yes, right here. We don't have it now. Yellow to purple. Yes, right here. Finish them off. Alright, come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Doo-doo, I didn't get it. Wah. Alright, so this is the team for the, you know, if you came here to get a team for the Yohaulticetl, here you go. Doomed Vault, Yohaulticetl, Miss Mother, Leprechaun. Archmagus, double purple, yellow, minus red. So the Doom Volge is the one looping most of the time, but this thing also loops if you turn yellow to purple. These two are doing most of the damage and most of the looping, so this is just to get everything up early and fast. And this is just a Fairy Fire all enemies in Magic 4 or more gems. That way it's doing something. Everything on the team is doing something. Make sure that's happening for your team. Like the Void Dragon wasn't doing anything. It's a good idea, but it just wasn't doing anything, so there's no point of having it on the team if it's not doing anything. Even if it was probably doing, like Syrian said, I think it was giving a little bit of magic, but to Fairy Fire is way stronger and quicker than to get like 2 magic or whatever it was doing. So I guess Void Dragon was technically doing something, but not as much as Miss Mother's doing. So this is my final draft of my team here. Alright, last thing is the Vault event. Vault event, we got another one. My new account's gonna be going crazy. I need to start playing. So tomorrow, if you want to catch the new account doing the Vault event, we'll be starting around 10:30 a.m. EST, right? And I'll probably be playing a little bit today because I'm trying to get that new account going. It's going pretty good so far, you know? Oh, I leveled up some more kingdoms on it, too. Like, I did the armor kingdoms. I had so much gold. It's like, if you have an overabundance of resources, you don't have to be that patient. Like, I was waiting for all the magic kingdoms before I would start leveling other kingdoms to 10, right? But I had so much gold that I still had enough to level my magic kingdoms, even after doing all the armor kingdoms. So I went ahead and did all the armor kingdoms, knowing I had enough gold in reserve to do the magic kingdoms when they pop up. But I didn't, like, do all the attack and all the HP, too. Like, I just did the armor for the Rowan. But that's a story for tomorrow. Alright, let's check on my guilds real quick. Like, I've been really slacking, and I apologize to the Ryzen freaks. I've been slacking this week for sure. I might even pop an orb just to make sure I hit Rex. I pop a couple orbs just to 100% just in case I play my new account all weekend. I should probably do some of the Tower of Doom. Sometimes I'm super motivated to play my main account, and sometimes I'm not. And, you know, I can be motivated, or I can be not motivated. And right now, I'm kind of more on the new account, unfortunately. But sometimes I get a wild hair, and I go crazy on the main account still. I'm really slacking here. I need to be... I probably should do some even though it's the Vault event. But, you know, I'm not in last. I mean, there's so many other people that should be doing more than me. Yeah. That's usually how I look at it. Like, I should be doing more, yes. But there is 5 other people to look at before me. Before looking at the paragon of your guild wars. I could easily pass this person, then I wouldn't even be on the bottom. So I might do that this weekend, like, make sure I'm not on the bottom screen. I need to go to floor 26, but it's the Vault weekend, so if I'm going to play my main account, I should probably play the Vault, because I could get an orb that can do exactly what going to floor 26 would do. But going to floor 26 helps the guild, too, which is less selfish. So I don't know. If I get a wild hair this weekend, I'll play Tower of Doom up to floor 26. But if I don't, I'll be mainly doing my new account, getting vault keys. So, the Vault event. Let's go over explain it like always. I'm gonna get my blinkies and crap here. I gotta get some more trophies, so I gotta play a little bit. To at least get all my requirements for the guild. See all these medals I'm getting just from being in a good guild? That's what the new account, that's how the new account's going to get all of its medals, and plus buying merchant offers. Offers, I probably shouldn't even look at those. My gem stack is going back up a little bit, though. It's heading back in the right direction. Got gems and writs on the adventure board. Make sure you do that. It's still worth doing, even though it's a vault event. Because you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get gems, you're going to get writs. Dungeon's always still worth doing during a vault event, because you get diamonds and whatnot. So make sure you're doing your dungeon real quick. Gotta at least jump on, do your XP booster, your adventure board, your dungeon. Even Underspire is worth doing because you know exactly what you're gonna get. Type stuff, but it is the vault weekend, so if you want to spend, as long as you're playing the vault right, like you're doing nothing wrong by just straight doing the vault. You're doing Explorer 1 with your fastest team and not worrying about pets, and then you're doing fine. Yeah, let's over-explain the vault event. Just in case, you never know. There might be a new person that's watching. Treasure vault, gnomes everywhere. Increased chances of treasure gnomes and more vault keys this weekend. So they're here for 3 days. Friday, Saturday. Oh, the Soul Forge. I am slacking, dude. I'm slacking on the other guild too a little bit, because it's been like so much vault events happening. It's hard to. It's a good thing that the devs do a bunch of vault events, because that makes people want to play, but it's also a little bit, it makes your own community argue amongst themselves a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like a Sour Patch Kid. Vault events are good, and everybody wants them, and everybody wants to play when there's a vault event, right? But it's also super selfish. It's like a single-player thing, and you're going to super be focusing on yourself during the vault events. So they're adding more super selfish events into the game, which makes, like, you're not doing as much for your guild. Now your guild's getting kind of salty. Now people are infighting a little bit, maybe, and it's kind of a Sour Patch Kid. But yeah, the vault is basically just gnomes appear more often. Normally a gnome is only going to appear like once every 50 fights or 30 fights. I don't know the exact number, but it's every once in a while. It's a battle crasher. If you're doing Explore or you're doing PvP, a gnome is going to pop up every once in a while. Every 25 fights, something like that. During the vault event, though, a gnome is going to pop up like every 4 fights, every 3 fights, every 5 fights. They're like super turned up. So they appear way more often. And the whole point of the vault event is to be doing Gnomapaloozas. So you're going to want to do Explore 1 with your fastest team. That way you're wiping enemies as quickly as possible, getting to the next fight, wiping enemies, next fight, enemies, next fight, enemies, next fight, enemies, next fight. That's what you want to do, because that gives you the best chance at seeing more gnomes. If you're killing more enemies, getting to the next fight as fast as possible, gives you more chances at seeing gnomes. And we're looking for rare gnomes. We're looking for the Gnomapalooza gnomes. So we need to see as many gnomes as possible, that we have more chances at seeing the rarer gnomes. So you're trying to get the 4 verses. It's, you know, Baz and Freddy and Hoagie and Cindy. And then you take those 4 colored verses to the Soul Forge. You craft a Gnomapalooza. And now you're going to have every enemy be a gnome for the next 15 minutes. So you want to do the same thing. Explore 1, kill them as quick as possible, lowest stats possible, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. That's how you get your vault keys. So you get 20, 25, 30, somewhere around those vault keys for each gap. And then you just do it again. You go back, you get the 4 colors, you go to the Soul Forge, craft a gap, boom, you do it again. And it's just that all day, all night, for 3 days. Explore 1, get the 4 colored verses, craft a Gnomapalooza, do the Gnomapalooza. Get the 4 colored verses, craft a Gnomapalooza, do the Gnomapalooza. All in Explorer 1, all with the same team, all super fast, back to back to back, killing enemies as quickly as possible. And the main goal is vault keys. Your first goal is to get a gap, and then your real goal is to get vault keys. And epic vault keys. So the more vault keys you get, the more epic vault keys you're going to get. Epic vault keys, you can get 900 gems, you can get the biggest, baddest orbs. Gem keys, vault keys, you can get 300 gems, some of the other orbs, like, it's all kinds of stuff. Keys, tarot cards, the lovers, the devil. It's just the best thing in the game. The best time to be farming the game is the vault event. It makes it so you don't have to do the other kind of very specific farming, because it farms everything in the game. So, there's no shop, there's no leaderboard, right? It's just gnomes appear more often. So to take advantage of gnomes appearing more often, you go to Explore 1, you kill the weakest enemies, you get as many gnomes as you can. Because also, like I said, the rarer gnomes are the ones you're looking for, so the more gnomes that pop, the more chance you have at the rarer gnomes. If you make it harder on yourself, you're just making less gnomes appear, you're getting less chances at the first gnomes. If you're doing it somewhere more difficult that takes longer, you're just getting less gnomes, and that means less rare gnomes, that means less gaps, that means less vault keys. So Explore 1 with your fastest team is just the meta. So that's what we need to do. I don't know what I've got going on over here with my vault keys or my verses or anything, so let's check it out. Okay, I got five gaps. That's way more than usual. If I have 5 gaps, that means I slacked a little bit, and I should have used a couple. I don't like having more than like 3 gaps, honestly. That means I just didn't do work. I put off work. I was slacking because I have more than 3 gaps. I should have cashed those in. I should have opened these. I'm slacking. I'm holding myself accountable. Look at Sony Cool didn't open all his vault keys before the vault event. And I have 5 gaps, which is crazy for me. But that'll make it so we can demonstrate at least. I have the gap to, But yeah, you don't open vault keys during the vault event. It doesn't add any value. It's the same inside or outside of a vault event. So you want to get as many vault keys as you can right now, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't open them, because that's just a waste of time. You're just wasting time. You could be getting more vault keys instead of opening vault keys. You open vault keys when the vault event's over, and now you're collecting all your cash and your checks. You're collecting all the loot that you got. And it's the same. If you open a vault key right now, and then you open the same vault key next Wednesday, it'll be the same loot. There's no difference. So there's no good reason to open vault keys during a vault event, unless you're going for something that's leaving before the end of the vault event. Like, one of our viewers was looking for Leprechaun in the Summoning Stone. So if he goes super hard this weekend and he gets enough jewels, he can go back to the Summoning Stones before the weekend's over and maybe get Leprechaun. Or there's a really good Mythic in the Soul Forge and you are short by a couple of hundred of diamonds, You go super hard in the Vault event, you open some Sunday night, you get enough diamonds, you craft that Mythic. But that's very rare, and most people aren't opening vault keys during the Vault event. You'd have to be super close to something and just need a little bit more of it, and it's leaving soon type of stuff. So first thing is we need to I should check that Soul Forge before I forget. Hold on, pause the vault event. Sorry, let's check that Soul Forge before I forget, because it changed today. Got new mythics and new legendaries, so bear with me here. JM Ricks is here. Colex Simeon. How to get the lovers? You get lots of vault keys and you open lots of vault keys. So do the vault event properly this weekend. Go super hard. Get as many vault keys as you can. And then on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever, open all your vault keys. And that gives you the best chance at getting the lovers. The only way you can get the lovers is via vault keys. So opening vault keys. So the best way to get vault keys is to do the vault event. The best way to do the vault event is to do Explore 1 with your fastest team and don't get distracted by anything else in the game. Just do that back to back to back to back to back to back to back. It's really boring, but if you're doing it right, you're bored. Get gaps, run gaps. I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, just get as many vault keys as you can and then open the vault keys Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That'll give you the best chance at getting the lovers. There's lots of tarot cards now. That drop table's getting gigantic, so there's no guarantee that you're going to get them, but that's the best way. Alright, so new mythics in the Soul Forge. We got Chromatacia. We got the Gemini. Got Pharaoh Nefertani. She sucks. I don't know why I said it like that. I thought that was Pharaoh Gafaru for a second. Honestly. Champion of Guard, another kind of dookie set, but we're getting them all out of the way faster than usual, so that's still a good thing. So Champion of Guard is a super, like, defensive mythic. I don't really like it. I don't like defensive mythics. I'd rather... Offense is king in this game, so... Not one of my favorites. It's not terrible, it's just not great. She's not great either. Death marks a random enemy, magic 4 or more gems, but that keep death marking the same enemy and never goes off. The Gemini, really cool troop art, right? Probably one of the best troop arts in the game, but just hits 2 enemies. Doesn't really have any good traits. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then Chromatecia, deal damage to all enemies. Then it's a maybe. Maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. It's not my favorite. Once again, a bunch of weird ones I don't like, really. So I would not recommend crafting any mythics in the Soul Forge right now. Best one might be... I don't even know. Maybe Gemini? If I had to put them in order, gun to my head, Gemini maybe. 24 red, yellow, purple, Galvania, Undead Mystic, steal life from the 2 weakest enemies, then inflict curse and 3 stacks of bleed on them. It's one of those troops that's kicking the dead horse, overkilling, hitting them really hard, and then, like, not hard, I guess, but steals life at least. It steals it at least. It hits multiple enemies at least. But look at the traits. There's really nothing too good. It's not great. It's like a C plus maybe, B minus at best, C plus, something like that. And then probably Chromatecia, I guess. 26 blue, red, yellow, Dragon's Claw, dragon. Deals damage to all enemies, then create 13 gems of either blue, green, red, yellow, or purple. I mean, at least some of those it uses. 50% chance to create a ×3 wildcard with magic 4 or more gems. 30% skull. Then we got Champion of Guard, I guess. 20 green, red, yellow, Sword's Edge, Human Knight. Gain a bunch of armor. If there's 13 or more skulls, give double the armor, then create a mix of 22 blue and red gems. 60% skull reduction, 50% spell. Baron Nefertani. 24 red, yellow, brown, Kitar, undead. Deal damage to 1 enemy, boosted by death-marked enemies. Curse and disease all enemies. That's a way to curse, I guess. It's not totally useless, but you got Elementalist, you got Mirage Queen, you got, you know, other ways of doing that. So it's not my favorite this week for sure. Don't craft anything. None of them are worth crafting. Do I have the Slime Dragon? Oh no. Alright, so the legendaries, we got the Sandstone Sentinel. We got the Slime Dragon. Hits twice, but it's just scatter. It's okay, like, it's kind of interesting, but not great. Leviathan and Web Spinner. That's the best one in here. So but you don't want to craft it. Like I always say, Tesla and Emberclaw are the two. This one's up there though. This made the top 20 legendaries. It probably made the top 10. Might have been in the top 5. It's really good legendary. But you really want to save your diamonds for mythics. Like, you should throw event keys at Zalkari because of Web Spinner, because of, you know, Arc Proxy Avenger and stuff like that, but, do you get it with diamonds? I don't know. It's one of my favorite troops. I don't get to use it very often, though. It's one of those. It's the best one, best legendary. 16 blue, green, Zalkari, demon. Deal damage to all enemies and poison them, then create 9 green gems. But the best thing about it is the deal triple skull damage to poisoned and webbed enemies, and it inflicts web when doing skull damage. So it always deals triple skull damage. Unless they can't be webbed, I guess. So that one's really good. If you got diamonds burning a hole in your pocket and you just can't, you just have to, I guess I'd do Web Spinner. Leviathan's no good. I don't know if I have Slime Dragon or not. I'm going to have to go check that. But that might be the next best one, because it does have some interesting traits. And it does scatter damage twice. It's probably the second best legendary, but it's not a top 20 or anything. Leviathan's booty cheeks, right? Yeah, that's butt. So it would be the Sentinel third. The 16 red, brown, drifting sands elemental construct. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by yellow and brown gems. Gain 10 to all skills if the enemy dies. Triple the amount gained. So if you kill something, you're going to get 30 to all skills. 50% skull reduction. It gains attack, life, and armor, and matching 4 more gems. Like, might be good for like a beginner, but I still wouldn't craft it. And Leviathan's last. Don't craft this. 15 blue, brown, Merlantis, Merfolk Dragon. Dispel all enemies and deal damage to them. Oh, does it hit all enemies? Guess it's not as bad as I thought. Merge myself in 4 or 5 gym matches. Guess it does hit all enemies, but still not great. Web Spinner's way better than the Leviathan. It might be better than the Slime Dragon and the Sentinel. I don't know. But anyway, don't craft any of those. If you're going to craft anything, do the Spider. Web Spinner. Alright, let's make sure I have Slime Dragon. What am I... Am I missing any? Oh, I don't have it, so I need to craft it. The only Sentinel I'm missing is Demonic, and that's from the... Alright, I need to craft that thing. That's cool for me. Glad I looked at the Soul Forge. This was like, I forget. This was like a PvP? New! Got 2 new troops today. A new Mythic and a new Legendary. Alright, back to the Vault event. So next thing we need to do is check what kingdom we're going to go to and stay in, pretty much. If you're using Rowan, like my new account uses Rowan, I can go to any kingdom I pretty much want to because I'm not using like a super fast, very specific team. Like Ironhawk does a very specific amount of damage, so you have to go to very specific kingdoms to make it work properly. To be the fastest in the game, you have to like, you have to go to Wild Plains, you have to go to Cinder Mirage, because it's only going to do 20 damage, and we can't have enemies that survive and have more than 20 durability. So same with like the gaps, they're like 20. You gotta do 25 damage, so you can't be in a kingdom where they're gonna have more than 25 durability. So Ironhawks is when you have to like go to very specific kingdoms. But if you're using Rowan, you can pretty much go wherever you want. So what has extra stats this week? It's probably gonna be tough because elementals have extra stats, which there's elementals everywhere, and Forest of Thorns. So definitely don't go to Forest of Thorns. But elementals. Alright, let's see if we can find a kingdom with no elementals. So we'll check Wild Plains. There's Pyrohydra. Pyrohydra, but that's only one. It's not too bad. Let's check Cinder Mirage. It's usually my go-tos. Nothing, dude. It always works. Cinder Mirage or Wild Plains. Pretty much always works. I think there was one week where it did, like, they're both not good, but that's out of, like, so many Vault events. It's crazy. So usually Cinder Mirage or Wild Plains will work. If one doesn't work, the other one works. So Cinder Mirage is a great... This is going to be where you go. If you're using Ironhawks, go to Cinder Mirage. There's no elementals here, so nothing has extra stats. We already know Cinder Mirage works, and nothing has extra stats, so... Alright, so you would... Like, I'm really close to... So normally what I do is I'll verse hunt first, and then I'll run a gap. And then I'll verse hunt, and then I'll run a gap, then I'll verse hunt, then I'll run a gap. But to run a gap, you want to be as close to 0 out of 100 on your little miststones here. And I'm already at 4 out of 100, so I might as well run a gap having 5 gaps. So I think I'm going to run a gap first, actually, today. So we need to get my Ironhawk team. No turns for you. I need to move this to the top or something. Too lazy, though. So we need the Sister Superior one. Go get her. The double Ironhawk is for gaps, and the triple Ironhawk is for hunting verses. And if you don't have Ironhawks, just do Rowan. I'll show you tomorrow what my new account's going to do. Which is pretty much like doing City of Thieves. If you want a sneak peek. If you don't have Ironhawks, just do your City of Thieves Rowan team and Explore 1. What am I looking for? Sister Superior? I miss her? What am I doing? Come on, dude. It's I. There she is. Alright, then I'm gonna copy this team. Because I'm gonna be like switching back and forth all day. So you want to have one of them copied so you don't have to keep looking for stuff. This will be my gap team. Always run one to lock it in. You don't have to do that. We get to see knockers though. See how fast that is? Nothing's faster than that. And it's not like we want to use a more powerful team to kill more powerful enemies. There's really no advantage to that. You're just making it harder on yourself and getting less vault keys pretty much. And vault keys is the main goal. Alright, so we lock it in, which you don't need to do probably. Gotta make sure we don't have an Anu on. That's a no-no. Anu or Orpheus adds an animation to every single fight, and just it'll feel really slow like you're lagging pretty much. Grinding an undead for the campaign? If you gotta do the campaign, sure. Guess I could try that on my new account. For the main account, just getting vault keys, I don't really care. But because that could just make it harder. But if you're using Rowan, no harm, no foul. I might do that on my new account. But for like people with Ironhawks, you probably want to go to Cinder Mirage, no matter what. If you want vault keys, if you want everything in the game, you know, if you don't, it's fine. Some people don't want everything in the game or a bunch of resources. Alright, what am I doing? I'm gonna start run a gap. Soul Forge. It's in other, it's Gnomapalooza. We'll have all gnomes for 15 minutes. If you still need Dragonite, there's a little strat you can do. So you're gonna take out your phone, you're gonna put a 15-minute timer on it. And you're gonna make sure you know exactly when the Gnomapalooza is ending. Because every gnome is throttled or whatever you want to say. They only drop 10% of their loot. But if you let the Gnomapalooza end while you have the gap still going, right? Like you have a Dragonite gnome, and you let it end, and the music changes, and then you kill the Dragonite gnome, you get the full drop. So just remember that little strat if you still need Dragonite. Have your peepers open for Dragonite gnomes in the last like minute of your Gnomapalooza. So you're setting a timer on your phone, you're keeping your eyes on it. When there's like 1 minute left, if you see a Dragonite gnome, just stop, wait for the gap to end, and then kill the Dragonite gnome so you get the full drop instead of the throttled like 10% drop. Alright, let's go! Let's show an example of a Gnomapalooza. Get out of here, stupid pet! Making me click an extra click. Slowing me down, you dumb pets. That's about how fast it should look right there. Go as quickly as you can. You should be getting at least 20 vault keys per gap. My best ever was 38 vault keys on my first gap, because you get pity keys, you know. So the devs put pity keys in the game, in case you get super unlucky with your gnomes, and they're not dropping vault keys for some reason. They want to give you a vault key in the mail for every 5 gnomes you see, and then every 10 you see, and then every 15, then every 20. It's diminishing returns, but it's still nice. So on your first gap, you're going to get quite a few pity keys sent to your mail. The most I've ever gotten was 10. See if you can beat that. The most vault keys I ever got in one single gap was 38. See if you can beat that. Let's see how many I can get this. What did I have? I don't even know. You can go back and check. I did show it on stream. It is recorded, but isn't it like 1 at 100 and something? Oh, I can go back and look. We can tell by my pity keys, like, if I did really good or not. If I get 8, that means I went slow. If I get 9 or 10, that means I did really good. There's a huge difference between, like, PS4 and PS5, like, unfortunately. If you're still on a PS4, you're going to just get less vault keys. But it's still worth doing. You still get... You're only missing out on like a few vault keys per gap. Just something I noticed. Look at that loading, dude. I swear they do it on purpose. Freaking devs. Ah, messed that one up. Misclick. Look at all this loading. What are you talking about? They're gonna make sure I don't get 9 or 10 pity keys. You hear that music? It's like a little bit different. When that ends and it goes back to the normal music, that means the gap's over. Well, you should just keep a timer so you know. Look at this loading! Are you kidding me? The game's crashing, the game's loading forever. It's like the worst time, like so not fun. This should be really boring and like mechanical, and with all the loading, it just makes me not want to play. I mean, I'll still play on my new account, but like, there's been VOD events where there was like one where the game was just crashing and loading like a bunch, like all weekend, and I just skipped the entire VOD event because I was like irritated. I think I've only ever skipped one VOD event. It was because of that. It's horrible. I think they made up for it though. Like they gave us like an extra VOD event, so it's not like I missed out too much. Because they knew it was a problem. They gave us like 2 back-to-back or something. But usually the loading will improve over the weekend. Like, don't let it totally sour you. Right now everybody's on, and I feel like it gets better as the weekend goes usually. Like tomorrow it will be way better, and Sunday it will be even better than that. Why do you use Sister Superior instead of Greed? Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. See if you've been listening. Who is the teacher's pet? Who knows the answer? Raise your hand. I'll give you extra credit and a sticker and a pizza party. If you know why it's better to use Sister Superior than Greed, put it in the chat. Raise your hand. Write it on the board. Come up front and give an essay. Beg for mercy, stupid pets. I like it now that you get to choose between 3 different pets and all that. And, you know, I always go hard about it. There's 27 other days to get pets. I know this is the best time to, like, get them, but they're not doing exactly... They're not game-changing. Pets aren't game-changing. Getting 900 gems, getting a bunch of vault keys is game-changing. Getting, like, a new pet is not game-changing. Getting your 4th copy of something out of 31 copies is not game-changing. Having every pet in the game is not game-changing. Getting a bunch of vault keys and epic vault keys is potentially game-changing. You could get the lovers, get the wand of stars. You could just get a bunch of gems, that way you're not running out. You could have a bunch of gold, you could get a bunch of orbs and start getting stats that you'll never lose again. You'll just have them forever. I think getting stats that you're gonna add to your account and have forever is better than getting a new pet or something. You gotta work hard and, like, stay focused to get all the awesome stuff. You can't get distracted every 30 minutes. So I've never stopped and done a pet during a VOD event. Like, not one time. And I had not blocked on any kingdoms about pets or nothing. Because there's so many pets, it's, like, not a problem. If you're like blocked on pets in a kingdom for your kingdom power, I'm guessing you either haven't finished your faction or you haven't done your epic trials. I would bet money on it that one of those two things you did not do. Probably either don't have the faction done, so you don't have that pet fully ascended for the kingdom, or you don't have the epic trial pet fully ascended. If you're blocked on pets for kingdom power, you didn't do one of those two things. And if you did both of those things, then shout out to you. You're probably just going super hard in the game and you're looking at diminishing returns every day at this point. Gotta learn when there's diminishing returns in Gems of War. It's like one of the biggest lessons you can learn. It helps you to not burn out. It helps you so you don't feel like you're doing a bunch of work for little reward. It really starts to happen after you open everything up, though. Like, on my new account, I could keep playing and playing and playing, and I would not get diminishing returns because I still have a bunch of kingdoms to open, a bunch of classes to open. I have a bunch of stuff to open still, so there's really not diminishing returns on my new account. But on my main account, I have them every single day. There's diminishing returns every single day. And it's all over the game, too. Like, just think about pity keys. There's diminishing returns on pity keys. Think about the Tower of Doom. There's diminishing returns on that with the stats. Just two things going on. The two events happening right now are perfect examples of diminishing returns in Gems of War. The Vault Key one is just like a happy, like, oh yay, I got... So it doesn't really matter. You're still going to keep going super hard. But, you know, you kill 5 gnomes, you get a Vault Key. Then you need 10 to get a Vault Key. Then you need 15 to get a Vault Key. Then you need 20 to get a Vault Key. That's diminishing returns. You're getting the same loot for more work. The Tower of Doom is the same way with the stats and stuff. Like, if you go into the wrong rooms the scout told you not to go into because you want to get magic or power or something, getting big-time diminishing returns every time you do that. Because to get 1 magic stat, it takes 1 scroll. To get another 1 magic stat, it takes 2 scrolls. And then to get another 1 magic stat, it takes 3 scrolls. And then to get another 1 magic stat, it costs 4 scrolls now. Until it's up to 10 scrolls or 15 scrolls. Now you need 15... You gotta waste 15 sigils to get 1 magic, eventually. It just isn't worth it. So you let the scouts get all the good stats that are worth getting, because they have to anyway. And you just don't go in those rooms. So that's the whole point. just every day there's diminishing returns. I like talking about it because it helps. If you can understand it, number one, you won't be wasting your time as much on this game. Number two, you won't burn out as fast on this game. So if I was to play my main account on, like, not today, because today, really, with Vault Event, there's not diminishing returns, because you can just keep getting Vault keys over, yeah? There's not diminishing returns this weekend, so don't think that, but every other day of the month there is. So 27 days out of the month, there's diminishing returns on, like, a main account, once you get to a certain point in the game. So if you think about, like, a Tuesday, get on the game, you do your XP booster, you do your adventure board, you do your dungeon, do your faction event, course, do your guild event, do your Underspire, get to like the second dragon, do your PvP, do your Citadel Wars, maybe do a little bit of extra PvP there. Well, what else did I forget? It's almost about it. And then that's when diminishing returns starts. So if you're going to go do Explore or more PvP or whatever after that. Of course you could do something like open vault keys would be smart. If you have any vault keys, open those. But eventually you're going to have 0 vault keys, and then now you don't have that as a thing to do because they're not infinite. The things, like, the first things you do every day are so valuable, like the fights, and then eventually, as you go and go and go, and you get done with those things, the fights become less valuable. So you're doing the same amount of work for less rewards, which is literally what diminishing returns is. So even if you still think you're getting something, like, oh, I'm still getting tokens, I'm still getting VP, well, every fight is now worth way less, and it still takes the same amount of time. If you're doing faction event on a Tuesday, that's very high. It's worth a bunch. Every fight's worth a bunch. It's high value. Totally worth doing. If you're doing dungeon, every fight's worth it. Totally worth it. Totally worth doing. Venture board, XP booster, guild event, Underspire, all totally worth it. But anything after all that stuff, which that stuff only takes hour and a half or whatever. So anything after like an hour and a half, you get diminishing returns every single day on this game. So ideally, if you want to like get the most out of this game without overdoing it and getting less rewards for the same effort, you would play for an hour and a half a day every day, and then you would stop. Once you get to a certain point, like my new account could keep going and going and going for 5 hours and still. But once every kingdom's open, once every faction's open, once every game mode's open, once every class is open, once you're done with the world quests, it starts to happen every day. It's usually like the guild events, totally worth it. The single player events, totally worth it. Underspire's totally worth it. Dungeon, adventure board, XP booster, some PvP. But just grinding Explore is like big time super diminishing returns. Like playing Arena, whatever you're doing after. PvP would be the best way. Like after Vault Keys. Like Vault Keys is the best thing. If you can't think of anything else to do, you're done with everything for the day. The best thing to do would be to open Vault Keys. Because that's the best fights in the game. But you're going to run out eventually, and then that's not going to be an option. Let's say you have 0 Vault Keys. And you did all the dailies, then now you're into the diminishing returns territory. You're doing Explore, you're doing PvP or something like that. It's just not worth this. Your time is not being rewarded as much as it was before that. People can get frustrated. They're trying to look for the Horde Mimic Mythic, or they're trying to look for a Nisha token, or they're trying to get whatever with PvP and VP and stuff, and it's just a long grind for very either low chance or diminishing returns. Alright, we're done. The music stopped. The timer's not there. The gap is over. Let's go see how many pity keys we got. Ooh, I got 10. That's the most I've ever got. I mean, it ties. I've got 10 before. But let me know how many you get. Like, that's a good indicator of how fast you're doing your first gap of the day, right? Your very first gap of the day. How many pity keys did you get? It's a good indicator of how fast your team is. Is your team good or not? Like, are you playing right? Did you get 10? Did you get 10 pity keys? Then you're doing perfect. Perfect. Good job. Keep doing that. Did you get 5 pity keys? That's pretty slow. That's like my new account. It's going to get probably 5. And I just started that. We got 10. That's like almost the most you can get for real. I've never got more than 10. I go as fast as possible with the fastest team. And I don't know how many I got. I probably got 20 something because I got 2 epics. I know I had 1 epic. I probably got 20 something vault keys. I know I had like 100 something, so I at least got 23. And then I had the 10 pities. I probably got something like 30 vault keys off that. I don't know. We can go back and look at it, but I'd have to find where we looked at my vault keys in the stream. Hold on, I think I found it. I had 194. So I had 195 total. And now I have 226 total. So that's 5, 6, that's 31. I got 31 vault keys out of that first gap, which is kind of low, actually. I got 21 vault keys plus 10 pities. Actually pretty booty cheek. Wait. Yeah. So I got 5, 28. I got 31 vault keys off that first gap, which is actually kind of cheeks. I only got 21 if you don't count the pities. But the game was loading. You saw the game was like loading like crazy on that first one. But I'll take it, man. 10 pities is good. I don't know how I got 21. I guess I just got unlucky with the gnomes, you know what I mean? Like, I killed a bunch of gnomes. I got 10 pity keys. I wasn't going slow at all. Like, I was going super fast. I was doing really good, but because I got 10 pity keys, that means I killed a certain amount of gnomes. But just the gnomes weren't dropping vault keys. I just got unlucky. I should have got way more than that. So I did nothing wrong there. Getting 10 pity keys, that's pretty good. If I had gotten like 6 pity keys in 21, then I'd say, oh yeah, I went really slow. But I got 10 pity keys. That means I killed however many gnomes that equals, which is a lot. So I saw a bunch of gnomes. I killed a bunch of gnomes. They weren't dropping vault keys is all. Got unlucky. Sometimes that happens. Alright, now we got to hunt versus just to round out everything that you need to do for the vault event. So now I would hunt versus until I get to, you know, the boss chest. Because you don't want a boss chest popping up during a gap. You don't want a mimic popping up during a gap. You don't want to have to push extra buttons to click extra things during a gap. You want it to be as fast as possible when you're doing a gap. So the closest to 0 out of 100, the better when you're going to hit that button to start that gap. So right now I would just hunt versus until I get the boss chest, which would mean triple Iron Hawk. Now the enemies have 5 less durability. We can clear them out with just triple. And now we're just kind of hunting gaps until I get that boss chest. Or if I don't have enough gaps to run it, if I don't have enough verses to run a gap, I would do an entire boss chest. Like do this and then a whole nother one. Gotta skip the genies quickly, skip the demons quickly, know what you're going to get from the merchant before it even pops up. Like, hey, I know I'm going to buy purple deeds if I see them. If it's a different color deed, I'm not buying it. Like, kind of know that before it pops up. It's kind of like knowing what you're going to get at McDonald's before you get to the menu. Don't be that person that's sitting there at the menu, like, asking 500 questions about, and the pickles, and the pickles. Cheese, yes, no. Cheese, yes, no, and the pickles. Don't be that person. Can I have a minute? What do you want, Earl? What do you want? Earl, do you want chicken? Or do you want a hamburger, Earl? Earl, do you want nuggets? What kind of shake do you want? You want chocolate? Or do you want vanilla? And the pickles. And the pickles. Cheese, yes, no. That's what they're saying at the speaker. Freaking idiots around here. Mrs. Cindy's like, yes. Yes, that... You ever seen the Dane Cook, like, Burger King comedy thing? Go watch it if you haven't seen it. If you ever worked in a restaurant especially. I haven't, and it's still funny to me. He's talking about how people talk at the speaker, and they either scream, or you can't understand them. They're, like, not talking loud enough. They're just like, the pickle. Yes, cheese, yes, no. Like, do you want cheese or not? Cheese, yes, no. And the pickles. That's all they say. And the pickles. Like, what do you want, dude? Number 1, number 2, and the pickles. Cheese, yes, no. That's people around here for sure, dude. They don't know. They never know what they want. They're asking for 10 extra minutes. You know the workers inside are on a clock? And, like, the longer the clock is, it doesn't matter if there's somebody behind you or not. So that's what people always say. Like, well, there's nobody behind me. Well, there's nobody behind me. I can take as long as I want. You know the workers are on, like, a clock in there. And, like, the longer the clock goes, the more their boss is going to bitch at them. And, like, they don't get a bonus and stuff like that. You're costing the workers inside their bonus by sitting there and asking for extra time at the menu. When you could, like, sit in the parking lot and decide what you want before you roll up to the McDonald's menu where they have the same food every freaking day of the year. There's hamburgers and there's chicken. Why is it rocket science to you? It's crazy to me. Do you want 2 burgers or not on it? Do you want cheese on it or not? Like, it's not that hard. Do you like fries? What size? What kind of chicken? There's nuggets and there's sandwiches. It's not like they invented some crazy new thing for McDonald's and you gotta decipher it every time. If I was going right now, what time is it? 12:30? Probably get like a couple snack wraps and a fry. Boom, done. I don't need to check out the same menu that's been there for 50 years. Alright, yellow, brown. Come on, dummy. Times they survive. Just is what it is. Necessary evil. They don't want to give me any yellow or brown because they're a-holes. So I'm making this take longer than it needs to. There's some brown. There's some brown. There we go. It's probably the boss chest, right? See, that's why you don't want to do that during a gap, because you don't want it to take that long. And then you have to open the chest, and then maybe get a mimic. There's extra animation with the token. But that's how you look for verses. You do this over and over and over and over. The more enemies you kill, the higher chance you see a gnome. The more gnomes you see, the higher chance you see a verse gnome. The more verse gnomes you see, the higher the chance you're gonna get the one that you need. The game is loading like... Is there anybody else's game loading like this? Like, I get it, like, after the fight, but it's, like, right there. It's extra. Like, this is fine. This always happens. It's right here. That little pause doesn't always happen. And sometimes it's worse. See, there's a verse gnome. That's Cindy. She's the red one. See, look at that. Boop, 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 boop. Extra. If that... And, oh, it only... Oh. Well, it's not like that long, right? But if it keeps happening over and over and over and over, it adds up. It slows you down. It keeps loading like that. It is a big deal. Because it keeps happening. It's not stopping. Load a little bit. Let's call it out every time it does it for the next, like, 10 fights. Ready? Right there, little. Stupid demon. Or a stupid genie. That was annoying. Up, extra loading. 2 bars. 2 bars. little bit of loading in between. It's just real quick, but it's a little bit extra. Okay, that time was nothing. A little bit. See, I would take that, though. That's not too bad. Sometimes it's more than one bubble. We got another verse note. We got Baz now. We got Cindy, we got Baz. Now we just need Freddy and Hoagie. We need green and blue. We got brown and red. We need green and blue. See, that's how it's supposed to look right there. That felt good. There's no extra loading. That was a little better. That wasn't too bad. Just a tiny bit of extra loading there. I'll take it. Okay, that wasn't bad either. Okay, we got a merchant. I don't want anything. Leave me alone. I don't want your toilet seat lid, sir. Just a little. See, now I don't want to do it because I'm paying attention to it and calling it out. Which is good. It's good either way. I can either be right. Up, loading. Annoying. See how much it's doing that? Like, we're supposed to be doing as fast as we can fights back to back. So if it does that loading crap every 5 fights, it's like slowing us down. Sometimes like turning the game off, turn it back on. Sometimes it's better tomorrow or the next day. Don't let it totally like ruin your vault event, but look, that was 2 bubbles, which is worse than usual. 2 gems, whatever you want to say. That wasn't bad right there. That was a little bit. Up 2 loading bars. Twice as long. Annoying. Up, bubbles. 4, 5. 5 bubbles that time. Stupid demon. Go away. Bubbles. See how this loading? You see what I'm talking about? Cindy again. Got 2 reds and a brown. Alright, I should probably get off of here, y'all. Oh, we got a merchant. I'll take the pet food, I guess. The gold offer is almost never bad. Sometimes it's crazy, like 100,000 for some ingots or something. You wanna... Like 90... Probably like 75% of the time the gold offer's like decent. The gem offer is gonna be... It depends on you what you need. Type stuff. Purple deeds are almost always good. We got another Cindy, dude. She is a little loose today, isn't she? No. She's usually tight. Alright. We got Hoagie. We got Blue. Buckle my shoe. We just need Freddy. I think we got Freddy earlier, too. It'd be funny to see all 4 of them just right now. If I can get the green one. It's got an epic vault key there. Not even during a gap. See if I can get Freddy. Come on, Freddy. Come on, Freddy. Let's go. Show them it's the way. Show them this is the way by coming forth and presenting yourself, sir. Frederick. Sir Frederick the Third. Look at them knockers. You don't want to look at those knockers, Freddy? Do you lose your hat? What is going on? Look at that loading. Frederick Allen. Frederick Wayne. Frederick Bobby. What's his middle name? Frederick Bobby. Nomington. Pet food. You're not going to buy a vault key for gems. We want to get gems from a vault key. Frederick Bobby Nomington. You get out here right now. Yeah! Let's go. Got all the verses. Let's go. Got every verse. Woo, woo, woo. Am I doing it the right way? Angels in heaven? On my grandmama? Am I doing it the right way? I don't know. I don't know. Am I doing it the right way? I don't know. Getting one of every verse that quickly is the wrong way. Gemma would definitely not do it like this. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot to hear good about the channel. Comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Snack wrap, hold the minion orb. Fast food rant, yep. How many copies of the new Mythic is best? I think one, because you don't need more than one to like do its thing, like to loop. It's gonna loop back into itself, and you're just gonna cast it again. So to have two of them, I think you could put something better in that slot, right? It's like Mist Mother. So we went with the Doomed Vulge, Yohaulticetl, Mist Mother, Leprechaun. So I wouldn't want to put another Yohaulticetl in any one of those spots, because then I'd have to get rid of one of those things. So I don't see a situation where you would need multiples of it. It just fills itself back up and you cast it again. It doesn't need to have like... There's no third trait where you need to like shoot the third trait off. You know what I mean? Like the reason you get multiples of a certain mythic normally it has to do with its third trait, not with its spell. And this thing doesn't have like an awesome third trait or anything like that. So if you look at the mythics that are acceptable to get multiples of, Ironhawk, Eye of Argus, Pharaoh Khafru, Takshaka, Zarg Boompile, what do they all have in common? They all have a crazy third trait that you can set off multiple times with multiple of the mythic. If it doesn't have a crazy good third trait, most likely you're fine with just getting one. It's just going to fill itself back up, you cast it again, fill itself back up, cast it again. It never needs two of them. You're better off with something different in that third slot than to have two of them. Alright. Thanks for joining me today, Sana, Jets. Beg for Mercy. I tried looking into your like 5 gifted, Sana, and it just don't tell me whether or not it happened or not. So I'm not like dismissing it or like, you know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not worried about it or something. Like I'm trying to see, but I don't know. I'd love to tell you yes or no. Chad was here, Sana was here, Jets was here. How's Anita doing, Sana? I told everybody to say get well soon on like multiple videos now. Oh yeah, the poll. Let me end the poll. Thank you. Alright, so you think Gems of War will not die. 56%. That's about what I would think. So 50-50 chance. A little over. That's exactly what I would think. 56% chance it doesn't die. Aw, man, she's still in the hospital. So originally you said 2 weeks. How long has it been? Has it been... I can't remember when that was a thing. It's like right before the chatathon, right? Like a few days before it, she went in. I need to get on Discord just for that, for real. So the chatathon was last Saturday. So she's been in there probably like a week now. Is that true or false? Just trying to gauge, like, is it weird she's still in there, or is it normal? So we did the chatathon last Saturday, the 29th. She probably, when'd she go in? Like probably right before that, somewhere? So I remember seeing her, I swear, like on Monday, maybe. Monday, Tuesday, but maybe not. So in my headcanon, she's been in there like a week. And originally you said like up to 2 weeks. Just trying to make... she's doing fine. She's gonna be fine. Right? Alright. But Beg for Mercy, Yoke, Sana, Jets, Chad, JM Ricks. Got Yoke, Yoke to Ham, Tyrion Shark, Lady Alfield, my guild leader. Classic EverQuest was here. If you like EverQuest at all, go check him out. He's one that I watch. And we're completely different, too. Like, he does Project Qarm, I do P99. He probably has P99 on his channel, though, if you only like that. Trey was here. Dr. Mops was here. Good to see ya. Sandra Dow. I feel like I missed somebody. I remember there was a name. shout out to you if I missed you, and shout out the lurkers and everybody watching after. Can you please get me to 8.5 before the end of the year? Because I know half of y'all aren't subscribed that are watching right now. So if you made it this far, why not hit the button? Let's try to get to 8.5 by the end of the year. It's really tough because we're really baby crawling it, and most likely we're not. But it's a good goal. It'd be a good goal because we're at 8.46 or something right now. So that means we need like 40 more freaking subscribers. I'm only getting like 20 a month right now though, so that'd be double of what's expected. So we should hit 8.5 by like February, I guess. Be cool to hit it by the end of the year though. So let's see a couple more subscriptions coming through. Trey, thank you so much for making it not a goose egg today. It always feels super bad when it's a 0, so that 4 helps a lot. But we're gonna have to pick it up eventually, y'all. Like, we're riding high off the chatathon, you know. But let's not let it get too crazy. We're still good though. We're still good. She's still in the hospital. It's not pneumonia. They're figuring out what's going on and going to a different hospital. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, pneumonia's pretty bad, so maybe it's something not as bad. I'm gonna think that. Gotta give her all of our energy, give her all of our strength. Come on, let's go. Let's get it, Anita. You got this. All the doctors are gonna be awesome. She's gonna stand up and throw off all the stuff and walk right out of there. Alright. But I gotta go. Have a good one. Thank you so much. Shout out to Trey for the 4. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for the new account. 10:30 a.m. EST. If you're gonna get the new Mythic, it's not a horrible idea. Just make sure not to get more than 1. Remember, it's the only one in the drop table, so don't keep throwing keys. You're just gonna keep getting the same new Mythic. I don't think it's one we need more than 1 of. It's not bad. It's not game changer, though, or anything. If you're still saving for Iron... not Iron Hawks, but you know what I mean. If you're going to save up for one that might be like an Iron Hawk, which could happen, does happen, then keep saving. But it's not a horrible one to just get. Like, my new account, if my new account got that one, it wouldn't be, like, too bad. Wouldn't be too bad. I probably won't do it, though. You're going to see me, like, make the decision tomorrow on my new account. So you can see, like... On my main account, I get it, because I'm getting every new Mythic always, just because I have the resources, and it's a collection purposes thing, either way. But on my new account, it's a real choice, like, even though I don't really have keys right now. I do have guild seals, though. I could use all my guild seals, I could try to get it on my new account, but will I, right? It's going to be interesting, and I'm leaning towards no, I'm not going to, because I would rather see, like, a High King Iron Gut, or an Iron Hawk, or a Zarg Boompile, or something else that is 100% meta than something that's not meta. That new one's not meta, I don't think. So, but potentially a meta Mythic could be the new Mythic, and you might need 3 of them. That's always a possibility, so just keep that in mind. Alright, see y'all. Thank you so much for being here. You could be anywhere else, and I truly understand that and appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Get well soon, Anita! Come on! Come on!